And obviously, you had some pretty major exposure when you were in college, but now in the NFL. I'm just wondering how your life has changed, especially in the off season and so forth. When all of a sudden now you're Justin Jefferson, NFL star.
I mean, it's a little crazy, just being on this platform, and just performing at the level that I'm performing at. But I mean, it's good to train with some of the best guys in the league. Learning from those guys that been in the league for so and so years. So it's been good to really relax in the off season and finally get a little break and just really be myself in the off season.
Andrew Kramer.
Hey, Justin, last time we talked to you, you talked about kind of watching guys like Devontae Adams, Keenan Allen, trying to steal some of their moves a little bit. How much are you able to apply that here in OTAs, and how's that process going for you?
Yeah, I've been trying to apply some of the pressure to Pat P. He's a great corner, and I mean he's so smart and he's so patient. So definitely trying to work some new moves on him and seeing what works and what don't work.
Sam Ekstrom.
Yeah, Justin, there was a stat circulating recently that you were the #1 receiver in the league last year against press coverage. I'm just wondering, what do you think prepared you to be so ready to match the physicality of the NFL defenses?
Honestly, just being going to LSU and just performing with those guys every single day. Going against the top DBs in the country every single day at practice. You kind of get used to that feeling. Being competitive and just trying to do your best. So those game days, I knew that I needed to be determined to go up and catch those 50-50 balls and to win that one-on-one battle.
Chris Thomason.
Hey, Justin, you, of course, topped several of Randy Moss's rookie records last season. What have been your dealings since the end of last season with Randy Moss? Have you had any dealings in particular with him?
No, I didn't really talk to him as much, but definitely in the future, looking forward to, communicating with him and getting together with him so he can teach me a little bit more.
You got any goals that you've set for this season? I mean, yardage-wise, receiving-wise, touchdown-wise, anything in particular?
As long as I have better numbers than last year, then I feel like I did a good enough job.
Eric Smith.
Hey, Justin, you mentioned Pat Pete. He's obviously a new face along with McKenzie and now, Breland's in here. I guess what's that like kind of going against, for the most part, a fairly new group of corners and guys that you don't know?
It's pretty fun, actually. Going up against a guy like Pat P, especially him being, one of the top corners in the league, and going up against him at practice, that only makes us better as receivers, because we don't really get to see a guy like Pat P every single game. So being able to go up against him and for him to show us different looks and us running routes off those different looks, it gets us way better, and it makes it easier on game day going up against a guy that's not like Pat P. So it's pretty interesting, just being with him and going up against him and competing with him.
Will.
Hey, Justin, obviously every year the offseason is a time for excitement and anticipation, but being back on the field and seeing all the guys you had on offense last year when you had a top 10 offense by a lot of metrics, and now seeing who was brought in on the defensive side of the ball, where does that get your excitement level about this season, and how good do you think this team can be this year? Extremely
high, honestly. Just seeing the guys on defense and seeing how they move around, how they communicate, it's very exciting. I know this offense have some talented guys on the squad, so I know that we're going to bring the heat, and I know that these new guys on the defense is going to bring the heat as well. So I feel like we're gonna be looking really, really good this season.